Hi friends, welcome to Aisha's DIY. Don't worry, this is not the bracelet that we're going to learn in this video. I have already uploaded almost 6 months ago or to 1 year ago one of these awesome bracelets that I made. It's a pretty bracelet and I taught this in a class this week, and this is what the end product is, and I really like the way this turned out to be. It's a very subtle light yellowish cream color with the silver button and a clasp like this. It looks kind of very pretty. So that's that. I will leave down the description box below the link for this video if you want to check it out. It was lying on my table, so I just thought, okay, I'll show you guys and start with the project. So today, this is my star focal bead that I want to go ahead and use it. This was from my recent haul from Aunties or Aunties, however you want to call, beads.com. There is still a sale going on, I believe. So this is all the beads are from the closeout bead collection from auntiesbeads.com. So all of these are from that, and I pulled out these two beads from my stash. Okay, only these two beads are from my stash. The rest is all from the box. Sorry, it's all not from the box, from the bead haul. So every time I do a bead haul, and it takes a while for me to actually go ahead and use it. Maybe because it just I feel very precious and I want to save it, and I want to use it for the best project possible, and I end up not doing it, right? So I just want to make sure every time I show you guys a bead haul, there will be at least one or couple of projects videos that come from that haul, so that you guys can know what I'm going to do, what I'm doing with that. So I want to utilize it and show you guys what I do with. So I'm just gonna cut these beads. Just this much is good enough for my project, is what I feel. And all of these beads, okay, this is a little bit of a brown, a purple, a silver, and clear. So I pulled out all these beads, and then this is gonna be my pendant, is what I believe. Okay, this is gonna be my pendant, and this is gonna be the beads. So I'm just gonna cut all the bead strands. And recently I did there was a video in potomacbeads.com which I really liked the pattern. I did a similar one, but not like that exactly, so I was inspired by that, and then I thought, okay, why not use this in that fashion, right? So that's what I'm doing here. Take some of the beads, and also I want to use this silver faceted tube beads, which is a big hole, but I still want to use it. So for the wire, I'm going to do two things for stringing. All of these beads I will take into consideration because these are nice beads. And it's going to be a long necklace. The front we will have the beaded part, and back we will attach some other source, either Irish linen or macrame, like Chinese knotting cord, CKC, or wax cord. Anything will work. So for that part, but for the stringing part, I want to use this one, bead around 49 strand, or soft flex 49 strand. I think I'll go with the soft flex medium, is what I believe, because anyways I'm not gonna show my wire off, but at the same time I want to use the best wire possible. So I want to come up with a pattern. First of all, I will design the pendant. For that you need some wire. Since I'm going to use the silver wire, I'm going to use the silver wire as well for making the pendant part. First of all, you can do either the pendant like this, Okay, or slightly different, whichever way you want to. But I thought this looks good, and I'm just thinking if I want to extend it or not. Okay, I think this looks good to me. So what I'm gonna do here is take my pliers and then, make a U bend and squish the bend with my pliers. That way I have created, it just fell off. Oh, I didn't put it, just came off. I don't know whether this one will go. Okay, I'm gonna cut the wire. Just take about, say, 3 inches. That's more than wire, and it is 20 gauge para wire that I'm using. You can use any wire you want, whichever is available in your stash will do for this project. Okay, like that. I'm still not convinced of the fact that this focal is more than enough for my project, so I'm just still contemplating. This needs to be straight so that my bead can go through. Let's see. No, I don't like it. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna make a wrap loop. Maybe take some of these beads. Have some around, right? Oh, it's all double beads. I didn't know that. That doesn't look good. Nope. You should try different beads and see which one do you like the best, and then go ahead and wrap those. None of the beads I like. I hope you guys saw the wrap loop. If not, I will make one more wrap loop. I just made a wrap loop with a pendant, and see how I circled it so that it serves as a bead cap. It's like nice design element. I cut my soft flex to 13 inches and I strung my pendant right here. Then take these two and put it through this bead first. Kind of separate it, but I don't like that first, so we shall do something else. Maybe a purple will do, right? Purple will do. Then we can separate it. Okay, so we need some seed beads. You can use 11 seed beads or 8 seed beads, whichever you want to. I'm gonna go ahead and use some 8 seed beads. I'm thinking this color, but I'm not so sure. If not, silver color is the one which will go well. Let's see. Let me just dump some and see how it looks, right? since we have this color combination of the teardrops here, maybe this will work. Let's see. Couple of them here. Okay. And then couple of them there. Then this shadow bead. Okay. So you figure out the pattern that you like. You don't have to follow mine, but I kind of like this, so I'm just going to go ahead and do that. Yeah, that 8 is perfect for my color combo out here. Okay, there we go. Now again I will use one of these. I was thinking this was a single one. I never thought it is double, but it looks very pretty. So I'm gonna just add these beads, and these are two-sided, as you guys can see. One is a translucent one, the other one is like a rainbow color one. So when you add it, make sure you alternate it, right? Like one side is flat, the other side is domed. That's how it is. So if you have any dagger beads like this, go ahead and use it. It will complement the project really nicely. So I'm making sure I want that bright part on the top. So when I am doing it, I'm doing it in such a way the flat part comes in the back. So it takes a little bit of a time to do this, but you can do it. See that? That's pretty, right? Yeah, when it sits also, it will sit nicely. I mean, there we go. Yeah, a cluster will do. I'm gonna thread this bead in a pattern that I really like, and I'll come back and show you guys what I have. So I finished stringing this necklace, and this is a pattern I came up with. So the ones that I didn't use is this clear ones, and also this strand. Sorry, this beads. I didn't use it, but I used the rest of the beads. So as you guys can see, 2 8 seed beads, and then let me see if it is in the view of the camera or not. 8 seed beads that it's called like metal beads, right? What is it called exactly? It is antique silver faceted tube beads. Okay, 5 by 3 millimeter. So that's why 2 is attached. Okay, so I use that. That gives the nice metallic element to it. Then I added this rectangle Czech glass bead, followed by the tubes and daggers, tubes, 8 and then this 4 millimeter 8 tubes, Czech glass tubes, 8 daggers, and then finally after this I didn't add any more of the tubes. Then I just did 8 4 millimeter 8 rectangle 8 4 millimeter 8 So this is the pattern I came up with. Don't worry, when you tighten it up, it will sit across and sit nicely. So this is what it is. You can just do any pattern you want, whichever you like. And this is the length of this necklace, and we are going to add the back part. So I have put bead stopper, and I let this on the side for some time, and I'm going to use this wax cord, and this one is 0.8 millimeter, and it is waxed, as you guys can see. So I'm going to take about, say, 2 lengths of, this is 16 and 16, 32 inches, 2 lengths of 32 inches. Likewise, you take 4, it's gonna be a rather a long necklace, and I just cut 2 pieces. What I'm gonna do here is take these 2, fold it into half, right? Okay, tie an overhand knot just like so. I want you to put these together, okay, and tie an overhand knot. Then cinch the knot by leaving a short loop right there. Okay, that's one part which is done. Then for the next part, I'm gonna measure again. 32, one more, 32. Now let's try and see if I can put this back into this. Yeah, this way it won't dry out. It's wax at the end of the day, right? So, and then I also like to keep it inside as a block, so it's nice and tight. Don't go for a bigger one, just go for the ones that just barely covers it, so that it's nice and tight over there. And do the same with these 2 too. Take these 2 ends together and then fold it into half. Take the middle of these, okay, and then tie an overhand knot. This time make sure that the knot is at least similar to the ones that you already did. Just this one, just keep this as a gauge and then tighten this up. Just don't tighten it up yet. If you want, you can do it again. That's what I'm gonna do, because I feel that it is, I don't want to overcomplicate things. I want these 2 on the same way as I did the other 2 ones. For some reason this is opening it up. I don't know why, but that's okay. We got this. Hold on to it and then bring all the cords right there, almost there, similar. Okay, now tighten that loop, and we have both the ends that we are going to connect with this. Now I want you guys to use crimp bead or crimp tube, whichever you have available. I'm gonna take a crimp tube. Lately that's what I am having success with, and also this is tarnishing, so I rather use it for my project, right? So I'm gonna take my beaded part, take one end, add my crimp tube to it, and add this loop into it. I know it's a very short tail, but you can reduce the beads, number of beads. It's totally up to you. It depends upon what stash you have at home, right? So you can change it, and you can leave a little bit more room here. Okay, that way. Hold on to it and then pull this tight. Make sure, and I'm gonna flat crimp it. Okay, there we go. And then I'm gonna snip off the excess wire. Just hold on to it. There we go. Now the other side. So I went ahead and straightened everything out. If you leave a slack between this might turn around and not look so pretty. So I just want it to be, you know, there is no slack at all and nice and neat so that this dagger sits nicely. So make sure of that and add your crimp tube and the next loop. Go through that loop, the other side, and then bring it back. Again, I have used waxed cord. You can use Irish linen or, you know, Chinese knotting cord or whichever you like. This is a boho look, but waxed cord and Irish linen looks really pretty with it. So just push everything, make sure everything is in order and nothing is missed or something like that. Right, once you have that, go ahead and crimp. I'm gonna flat crimp it. And I'm going to snip off the excess wire right there. So make sure to tuck it in. So we have this so far. So this is nice and big, the necklace is. And in the back, what I want to do is just take these two cords. Okay. Go ahead and knot it. It's nice and long. It'll go over your neck without any problems. Check on that. Yep, it's about, say, 6 to 8 inches. Go ahead and take all the cords and put an overhand knot and then tighten that knot. That's a boho look that you have right there. Okay, and then just to decorate it, we can add a couple of beads to it, like the 8 seed beads. I mean, it's totally up to you, but I like to add 2 beads and then tie an overhand knot, do a double knot. That means go through the loop twice. Leave some space so that it dangles nicely like a tassel. And check whether it's not going out or not. So I like that. So I'll do that for every single strand. I will add 2 beads and it is going through nicely. If it is not, then go ahead and use a bigger size seed beads, or you know, even the crystals if it goes through. Okay, just do that and do a double knot. Make sure the double knot lands exactly where the other knots are. Doesn't have to be perfect, but more or less same. I will finish doing all of this and I'll come back and show you guys the finished product. This is the last one. Once you add the beads in, just make an overhand knot. Okay, and just go through the knot once, and this is twice. Then put your pliers or something inside that loop, the knot. Okay, that way when you pull that knot tight, you can manipulate the knot to come exactly where you want it to come. Just add it and just bring it as close. When you think that the knot is going to be right there, then you can tighten it up. See that? So this will be a nice tassel, and you can either leave it like this, but I would like to not leave it like that. Rather, I would like to cut it and melt it. Just leave a little bit of a distance. Okay. Use your lighter or a thread burner. Anything will work. See that? The wax will nicely melt. There we go. That's done. And let me move all the beads to the side and show you guys the finished project. So this is the back tassel that we have, and this is the necklace that we have, and this is the front beaded part that we designed with the beads from auntiesbeads.com. And I really like the way this turned out to be, and as you guys can see, we can make tons of things with it, and you don't need a lot of beads. You just need a little bit of beads to cover the front part, and you can have a boho look, a long necklace like this, perfect for the summer and winter as well. So what we did was we made a pendant, did a wrap loop, then added the loop to the bead stringing wire, added the 4mm bead on both the wire, then separated the wires into two, and then followed a pattern, and then cut these cords 32 inches each, 4 of the cords, 2 on one side, 2 on the other side, tied an overhand knot, made a loop, and put a crimp bead in the bead stringing wire and crimped it right here, over here too, and then tied an overhand knot with all the 8 cords, and then made a tassel in the back. So this is what it is. If you do like this tutorial, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, don't forget to hit the bell icon for notification. I do upload videos couple of times a week. Thanks so much for watching. Have a good day. Don't forget to give super thanks. That's a heart symbol in the bottom of the video, in the description box below, where there will be a heart symbol and there will be a thanks right next to it. Click on it and donate as low as $2 or as much as how much ever you want to. That's what I wanted to tell. Thank you so much for supporting my channel, and thanks for watching.